All right, everybody, TJ here from Dynojet again, introducing you a little bit more in depth to the Dominus ECU for the 21 and newer Can-Am X3 RR models, which we showed you how to install last week. This product is very high-end, very advanced. It's got a ton of tuning parameters in it. So what we're going to go through today is the deep end of the pool. You got to put your waders on and get intimate with this type of device. Should that be a little intimidating to you and you don't want to see all of this access, we do have other products that fit this exact year make model, such as our Power Commander Delta. It's a piggyback solution where it's not as intimidating. You can return to stock by unplugging things. It gives you adaptability inside an app, all for a lesser price point and a little less feature set. You can even step down below that with, say, just a boost commander, just a throttle commander, and any of our other products that are available on our website. Simply enter your year, make, model, and find our suite of products that fits your machine. So back to Dominus, let's get into it. So first things first, you'll receive your ECU and a nice USB cable, and then connect it to your computer. So once you've connected your ECU to your computer via USB, the receive button inside PowerCore C3 tuning application will appear. Click receive. This is a big file. There's a lot of tables in here. It'll take it a sec to pop up inside software, and you'll begin to see all of the possible tables that you can adjust. Now, first might be, well, I'd like to change the boost value that I'm targeting. So there's a boost control folder right here. And already we're seeing a lot of options. This is a full-on standalone ECU, remember? So we have our blend tables. We have our boost control settings, what type of boost control we want. And then, of course, our closed loop boost control, where we're going to target an actual boost value. So here we're targeting 242 kPa, 240 a little bit lower, 238, and blending back down to no boost style values. If you did want to make a change here and increase the boost, decrease the boost, you would do so right here. In fact, let's make that change. Let's take it up just a little bit to 244. And then remember, this is a standalone ECU. This isn't like saving a DJT, putting it on a Power Vision, then keying off the vehicle, keying it back on, hitting the flash button, and letting that process take place. This is real time. You make this change, you hit send. That's it. Vehicle can be running. It can do this. Not all tables will let you do this when it's running. But yeah, we just sent this boost control parameter, this new table to it, and this would be on our next run. This would be what it targeted at 100% load and this RPM. So we'll keep going. Another one might be, okay, let's check out some fuel and check out all of these tables. VE table is kind of a classic place to start to get your load dialed for everything. If you wanted to add a little bit of fueling, again, just like we did before, you can multiply. All the calculator functions are in here. So if you needed 3% more fuel in that top end, go ahead and again, just send that. Just in case you want to verify that it did actually send to the ECU, once you've sent it, it does still look like it appears bold here because we haven't received that solution. Just click receive again, and you'll be able to see the differences of what you sent or had there, and then what it received as. So here's our second instance of that calibration. You can see we've got this upper portion still highlighted where we added some fuel on that VE table. If these do save like DJT files as well, so those iterative changes you like to make and want to stash aside beyond our stock improved tune that does come preloaded in every Dominus ECU for a 91 octane fuel setting, you can save that. You can build your own 100 octane mapping and save it as a DJT to send when you have 100 octane available. So you can either save these or click no, you don't want to save, and let it close, save as DJT, or don't. Some other cool features about the Dominus is similar to DJTs, how you can lock and unlock your tune file from someone actually being editable by someone else. You can send a DJT, they wouldn't be able to edit it. That's highly useful and valuable for our dealers who are in bed with these and tune these heavily. Click on the tools button and you can lock these. So if you just wanted to lock this, so the next time I enumerate to this, just enter a code. Okay, the tune's locked. This ECU can't be opened anymore unless I re-enter that actual unlock code. Close out the file, click receive. and this ECU is locked. I won't even be able to receive it. So again, your tuning dealers, that would be a method of protecting your IP that you've invested hours in to get your calibration dialed in. So after you get your ECU dialed and you want to just log some data, PowerCore is your powerhouse for that. Set up some other gauges inside C3, or if you have one of our dynos, you can set up all of your gauges on our dyno control software to see duty cycle, RPM, your boost, the AFR that this runs. Yep, it's a standalone. It has a wideband O2 driver inside it. So the factory vehicles that come with a wideband, you're going to see wideband data coming through this ECU into PowerCore without adding an accessory optional wideband or a Dynojet wideband. It just comes straight through the channels that are inside the Dominus ECU. So if you're curious, okay, I could log in dyno control. Maybe I don't have a dyno, but I want to drive up and down the street or go 60 miles an hour through the dunes. How do I log that data? This is all laptop friendly. If you have a driver who can drive and you can sit in the passenger seat and you're a mom and pop race team who wants to get that next edge out ripping the dunes and figuring out exactly where your hot build with different injectors and running E85 and a hot cam is going to run, you can set this thing on your lap, run the USB behind the seat to the Dominus and collect real-time data all inside PowerCore to then analyze. You can sample for 30 seconds, you can sample for 3 minutes, and then look at that run to see, oh, I saw some knock right there, I should pull some timing out or up my octane, or the boost came in too hard there, all right in data center, and then reevaluate, make that iterative change as he's even driving. Just make some changes, hit send, and check the feel underfoot. Maybe you're changing a Excel pedal to TPS request relation. You can do all that real time as you're driving around. Again, save that data. Maybe you just want to collect it. So this would be sitting on your passenger seat. You're just logging. So hit the sample button and just let it sit there. You're not watching it. Go drive around, come back, pop it open, and reanalyze, post-process that data for what you need to see. To get started, you'll plug in your device, whether it's running or not, connect via USB, select those channels, and you can select independent channels. So just if you'd want engine RPM and TPS and boost, you can do that. Otherwise, you can select all of them. And when I say all of them, there are a lot. Each one of these tables are exposed with valid monitors. So a monitor of an axis, a monitor of the Z data coming out from that table as well. You can see all of these. If you were to select all of them, you're going to have a lot of data to go through in your logs. So if you want just your boost control and is boost in closed loop or open loop, just select that channel. If you want everything about boost control, select that whole subfolder. Next might be, okay, I want all the fueling. Everything named fueling. And sure, some timing and some throttle body stuff. And okay, now if I clicked record on this, it would start a recording of vehicle operations inside the ECU as we're running. Simply stop recording, and this will save to wherever your default base path is. Best practices around data logging: more isn't always better and less isn't always more. Find a good happy medium of being able to make 3 consecutive passes up and down the dunes to make sure, like, well, that one, yep, I captured some part throttle, I captured wide open, and there was my issue. Replicate that like 3 times to make sure that then you've targeted or any changes that you want to make, you have a decent sampling size of at least 3 of how the vehicle was running. Within that save dialog that we just saw, if you want to, make sure that you can name them, yes, your make model, or you could name them as, yes, it's your vehicle, but it could be some dates that you want to put in there, or tuning with your customer's name, or whatever it might be, location. All these subfolders can help you keep track of your logs to have a much better tune file built based on, well, it was running good on Thursday, let's go back to those logs. Then we tuned on Friday and Saturday, or this was one person's vehicle and this was the next one, and look for trends in any of your data. At least you have them saved in a nice folder structure that lets you come back to them and re-reference them. As I mentioned, there's a lot of monitors if you selected all of them. Just to show you, here is a list of all of them, starting from A, B, C's. They're sorted alphabetically. Now we're in the F's. All of these are actual monitors that this ECU can give you to help refine your tune or to know what's going on at all states as the vehicle is operating. So it's a quick tutorial about Dominus. It's extremely powerful, and it's a very valuable tool, especially for you guys who are building exotic builds, who haven't wanted to do that mail-in reflash process to get a device that then you're locked to a tune, or you're limited in the number of tables that are exposed or defined parameters by a different tuning tool. There's a full-on standalone. Every single parameter you might want to tinker with is in here. Cold start fueling. You saw some VVT mentions in there. This ECU can support VVT. X3 isn't VVT, but at least the technology exists inside this ECU. Shows you how powerful it can be. If you ever need any other resources, tips, want to know what fits your vehicle, jump onto Dynojet.com and see all the things that we might have in store for you. And until next time, stay tuned.